Good evening, everybody. Um, my name is Amir Price, and for my new experience project, I chose to experience the Atlanta BeltLine. Um, I picked this because I currently live in McDonough, Georgia, which is about 35 minutes outside of the city, so I'm very suburban. I don't really see all that. Um, and I actually have never been to the BeltLine before. I've heard about it in passing. Um, in my mind, I kind of thought it had something to do with like a train. I think past history in Atlanta, it does have something to do with a train. Let me know. um, but also, I'm from Chicago originally, so I'm kind of used to high energy cities, a lot of people moving parts, this, that, and the third. And so, hearing about this particular environment, it kind of intrigued me, and I was interested. And kind of since moving here, I kind of stayed in my own little bubble, my own routine. I stayed consistent in kind of what I do on a daily and a weekly and monthly kind of basis. Um, so I wanted to try something new that would kind of get me out and around people and out of my comfort zone. Um, the experience for me, I'll say, when I first got to the Beltline, I noticed how active everybody was. You had people painting, running, uh, dancing, doing parkour, um, skating, uh, doing dog tricks, even DJing. Like it was like a lot going on, but in a good way. It was like a good busy, very packed. Um, you had all ages there. You had adults, you had children, you had babies, you had dogs, you had everybody. um, there was no shortcomings of individuals there. At first, I really wasn't sure what to expect. I was a little hesitant because I didn't know how crowded it would be or how I'd be feeling in that kind of environment. Especially kind of going from like big city Chicago, busy to suburban living Georgia. So that was kind of a okay, let's see what this is. And I got there and it felt real natural. It reminded me a lot of Chicago, the movement of the people, the vibe, just the overall energy. And it made me realize that I've been limiting myself by staying in the same consistent bubble all of this time, and keeping this same kind of routine. So it actually was a very, very good experience, kind of being out, seeing new things, seeing different people, and just kind of what that environment had to offer. And I will say the psychological connection component for me, the concept that I did notice in real time was how me trying something new, how it affected my brain. And what I mean by that is, when you do something new, your brain releases dopamine, which is connected to how you like feel good or being motivated and things like that. And I definitely felt that like in that moment. I was just like, I wanted to kind of like, I think I seen yeah, with some girls playing double dutch on there. I was like, I just felt like inclined to like do something while I'm out there. Um, and it was just different. They actually inspired me on a lot of different hobbies and things that I could do to kind of switch up my everyday routine. Another thing that I did notice was a social psychology component, kind of being around other people who are active, being outgoing. Um, it actually influenced my behavior because I like seeing other people kind of walking and enjoying life and enjoying each other's company, and just being themselves. And it made me kind of want to explore more and be more involved in that environment. So just being in that space alone, it changed how I felt, how I acted, it even changed how I was thinking. And on top of that, I didn't know anyone there, so I was motivated to be engaged and be inquisitive about it. So overall, in conclusion, I'll say that really enjoyed the project. Um, I appreciated it because it definitely pulled suburban Georgia living me into the city to engage, talk, and connect with different people. Um, I actually seen some people that I've recognized me from YouTube stuff, but nevertheless, I definitely will go back again. Especially now that I know what to expect from it. Yeah, I encourage my classmates, professor, if you haven't went, go. And I probably should have did that when I probably first got down here, but I'm glad I did it now, because I would be going back again with some friends. Um, but for my final sign off, I will say that this experience showed me that trying new things can actually improve your mood, give you a different perspective, and just make you feel a little less repetitive. So, yes. But thank you for the project, Professor, and to all my classmates, good luck on your future classes.